The trade-off 1-1, spray down Astro. A diffuser coming in, but Astro with a double, and that will be the round.
Oh, te pega.
Nossa.
Nossa, o Astro levou os dois últimos caras que voltou no defuse. Aí ele começou a defusar, saiu, começou a ficar fazendo...
É, eu vi.
Aí, tô tendo Dino, Bruno.
Oi?
Take a round, that'll make it 4 up to 2.
Agora
Pega
sim.
o cachorro que tá lá fora e... Foi pra dentro e põe a menina pra fora. Eu acho que ela deve querer fazer alguma coisa lá fora. Eu acho que ela deve querer fazer alguma coisa lá fora. Oi. Aqui ó, deixa o Snow aqui, fecha a porta, já fecha a porta. Aí você põe o outro no lugar do Snow.
Ah, bota ela cheia, cara.
Não.
Vou botar, tô arrumando.
Não.
You have your Jaeger with the active defense, so you can set it yourself in pretty hard camping spots. The smoke as well is going to be staying on the objective with those remote gas nades. The rook as well, so it's going to be a standard 3-2 split. Can't actually see silent. Hold on around somewhere. Gohan Skyrim. The Ash is moving up. Actually do have the Hivana, so you can use this Kairos. Already one Kairos.
Cara, quem vai pra essa mundial aí é NTZ, velho.
Reach the main door. And what it gives
Eu
you
pensei que o Nesk tinha saído da NTZ já.
is because you don't have to expose yourself to put in a breaching charge. The Kairos gives you breaching at range, and that is just a fantastic advantage. And it can breach reinforced surfaces. So that gets even better. Cameraman's gonna get the side to triple burns, so the top side is clean for him to push. Yuna spotting a bit of fire from Silence coming. It's just gonna fall back, not gonna get too aggressive. There you go, drone's gonna come in from Gohan.
Tomara que eu possa transmitir essa porra também, né?
Gets the info. That impact nade could have been used, but no, Gohan wins it. And he didn't even have the rifle shield on. Just a basic 1v1 fight.
Cara, ele tava no drone.
Take the win with
Ele saiu do drone e deu prefire no Iona, velho. Não entendo.
They spot one up top.
Se você fone de ouvido,
Ele viu
pica,
no drone.
velho. Não tinha como ver o drone, tu viu onde, tu vai ver onde o drone dele tava, cara. O drone dele tava lá na escada, velho. E a porta tava fechada.
Ele viu, cara, ele viu.
A porta tava fechada, cara. Ele não viu no drone. E o drone dele tava lá em cima da escada, velho.
Astro taken down. Ryan's up top.
Cara, o Iona atirou no drone ainda, cara.
Mas bem antes, cara.
Waiting for paint to
Como é que ele
Sim,
sabia
família.
que... Sim, como é que ele sabia que o Iona ia rushar?
RBK. So that's
Isso que eu não entendo, velho.
shot out. Gohan will he push Intactator? Remember he's down. Namolita is spotted. But to get nicely done here. There's a nade to push them back. One of the Nitrocell being used by the Valkyrie.
E morreu.
The NPX, Namolita won't be able to get the kill. He is dropped. Oh, and gets taken down 2 kills in a row, and that will be it. Santos Dex takes
É, rapaz, a PEN tá fora.
to the grand finals of the first
Nelson,
invitation.
acabou.
Comecei a transmitir essa porra agora pra acabar. É brincadeira, né, bicho?
A vida é assim, né?
Let's see who's waiting for them there.
Será que vai transmitir agora outro jogo?
Vai.
So we're waiting on Nixerebo.
Tem NTZ V3 agora.
V3. We're gonna see if that game is done.
Ah, eu não vou ter que ver esse gordinho na minha live, né, velho?
Como assim, cara?
Esse gordinho vai aparecer na minha live ali, ó.
O cara aí.
O bichinho feio, velho.
So that was our final, semi-final. Now waiting until our next one. So again, Santos Dex made it. We're gonna be waiting until our second semi. Nixerebo versus V3 is done, and we'll go.
Ah, cara, não acredito que a PEN perdeu, velho.
The grand final of the first qualifiers for Latin America 6 Invitational. Again, one team.
Eu não acredito que o Astro consegue desrespeitar o cara que botou ele no competitivo, cara.
American teams to make it to the playoffs,
Se não fosse pelo Intact, o Astrinho não seria nada, velho.
and we're gonna see who makes it out today.
E o cara consegue desrespeitar ele ainda, é brincadeira, né, velho?
Deixa eu ver como que é as coisas.
Alright.
Nossa, a NTZ já ganhou da V3 já. É final direto.
Será que o Júlio zoou o maluco pelo hack lá?
Next in the final, confirmed.
Ele não jogou do Scooby.
Cara, é a segunda vez que dá problema com a área dele, velho. Por que será? Agora eu tava pensando nisso aí. Por que ele botou Ex-Intz ali, velho? A grande final.
É a NTZ, é o time da NTZ.
Ah, eles mudaram o nick, velho. Agora é Nixerebo.
Uhum.
Ex-Intz, dá certo.
Let me change things up here. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having
Então, ladies and gentlemen, vai dar NTZ e Dex agora.
versus Nixerebo, aka Ex-Intz. And of course, if
Bom, vou ter que mudar o nome da minha live agora mesmo?
below,
Ah, tomar no cu, né, velho?
Latin America Liga 6, so that's tomorrow. And next week, Invitational, we're going to do EU probably, because BR, I think Meridiani and Ritala will do it next week. And then we'll continue with Liga 6 on Sunday. Hopefully until the end of the qualifiers, and if all goes well, then I'll
É Nixerebo, né?
hopefully Ubisoft good stuff here. So, with that said, I hope you guys are having fun. Be sure to follow the channel again right up top. Milox Medic on Twitter, at Milox Medic. Check it out. If you scroll down to right below the video feed, you can see all the links. There's a donation link if you would like to help. Already have Firebomb giving 100 euros.
You gotta find a give a hammer in the novice in gentlemen.
Done. I'm just gonna need a bit more to get the rest of the setup.
Shut up.
And
Shut up.
Twitter.
Nome feio, né, cara? Nixerebo.
And we'll see in just a bit. We're going to take a couple minutes and then we will be ready for our next game. It's going to be Nixerebo versus Santos Dexterity. The grand final of the qualifiers in Latin America. One team will make it out.
É, mas já é final já dessa porra?
The rest of the
Aham.
Mas é um dia só, não era 3?
this month, we will be right back.
Não, mas aí vai ter outra final, depois outra final. E aí vai ter a final de tudo depois disso.
Eu pergunto como é que eles vão fazer final com 3 times.
Ah, não sei. Acho que vai ter uma vez que vai passar 2.
Aí é muita desvantagem contra esses 2 times que vão disputar pra disputar com um. Esses caras são meio burros, né, cara?
Ah, não sei.
Esses caras são meio idiota, velho. Baixa, mas daí eu vou ter que esperar o cara agora, velho. Ah, tá de brinquedo esse tio comigo, né, gordinho, ó. Sim, tu vai fuder minha live aí que eu tô copiando de ti, cara. Daqui a pouco eu vou fazer uma live de BF1 então também, aproveitar que eu já fiz o bagulho mesmo aqui. Ele é médico, velho, esse cara aí?
Não sei.
Tá escrito ali, tem médico. Tá aí, vai rolar o jogo ou não vai? Puta que eu pariu, hein? Vai fuder com a minha live aí, gordão. Esse gordinho vai me foder. E agora, Bruno, o que a gente faz?
Channel switched.
Vai, viado.
Nada, pô. Ah, brother, eu saí do grupo pra não me estressar. O cara vem falar besteira pra mim, não. Não vai, isso, pô.
Vou descer aqui, peraí.
Vai ficar banido, hein, cara. Vai ficar banido, Fox.
User in your channel timed out. User joined your channel.
Ele tá mentindo? Quê?
Ótimas palavras, Renan. Ótimas palavras.
Acabou já, Diego?
Acabou. Bonito, demorou pra caralho.
Ah, eu tive que iniciar a marca, mas acabou.
Eu nunca mais vou ser platina, nunca mais vai ter um KD positivo nessa porra, velho. Ah, meu Deus.
Puxar casual também.
Chamei aí, mano.
Tô, pô. Vamos ver. Não, se o Venom não voltar, por mim eu nem sai. Ei, já saiu do grupo?
User joined your channel.
Ele saiu do WhatsApp.
Hey
Eu
guys!
ainda fui lá e falei. Por mim, se ele nem voltar, por mim até melhor. Pode ser.
O que é isso, gente?
Vai, porra. O foda é outro time aturar ele.
Pô, tu vai ficar enrolado aí, mano. Eu vou esperar os Foxes irem, entendeu? Quando os Foxes estiverem prontos pra ir, eu vou também, entendeu?
O time é
Não, pô,
fechado.
eu vou chegar aí, pô. Tu vai estar enrolado, não conheço ninguém e tal, entendeu? O que foi?
Banco, Joke. Bebê. Bebê discutindo o time. Vai ser isso que vai rolar. Tá esperando ver se você vai sair do time ou não. Cara, eu não quero sair não, cara.
Manda lá que eu não aguento mais. Manda lá que eu não aguento mais.
Tu vê, eu vou voltar, porque tá bom. Vamos falar com ele hoje, botar uma pilha do caralho.
E tá, e se ele coisar, não vão ter player mais.
Ah, a gente contrata. Meu irmão tá pra vir, tem parceiro meu que tá pra vir também.
Parceiro.
Vê? E jogava com a gente no time de CS. Bruno. Ué, meu irmão é jogador de CS, caralho. Leite, o Diel é jogador de CS, eu sou jogador de CS. Pô, tenta lá, porra. Ah. Não sei aonde. Aham. E tu usa hacker. Ah, eu vou botar pilha no pra caralho hoje. Eu vou dar uma pilha no jogo, fala o jogo aqui. O pessoal vai sair do time aí. Ouvi pelos cantos aí?
Pô, pode falar que eu tô fora já, velho.
Eu falo assim, ouvi pelos corredores que ela tá fazendo boicote aí. Eu falei, tem ninguém aí que tá falando desse.
Tô esperando você passar segurança pra ele, velho.
É, essa é a segurança, você vai pagar, você não tá recebendo. É uma caloteira.
E
Quanto foi o jogo da PEN?
5-3.
Ai, ai. Vamos montar o time eu, Bruno, Biel, Venom. Já melhorou. E o Venom?
É, foi isso mesmo. Foi isso que aconteceu. Falei, não vou ficar aqui, senão, porra, o nego não tava reforçando, não tava botando arame. Aí eu falei, vai tomar no cu, vou sair daqui do teste. Ah, brother, não, eu desanimo, cara. Quando eu vejo essas porra toda errada, mano.
Mano, ele fala merda e acha que tá certo ainda. Vai tomar no cu. Cara, aquele round 4x2, aquele round... Não, ele vai dar a volta.
Pô, essa culpa não foi só dele, cara. Meu Deus do céu.
Não foi só dele, mas o Bruno, isso tava naquele momento ali, que ele tava entrando pela porta ali, só tava ele vivo. Eu tô falando que o round de perder foi culpa dele, foi igual que foi culpa dos quatro, porque os quatro não marcaram de entrar junto. Mas ele fez errado de na hora que tava entrando ele sair, vai dar a volta. Sabe que não vai dar tempo, porra? Ele sabe que não vai dar tempo, pra quem vai dar a volta? E ontem ele discutiu com alguém, ontem ele discutiu com o Skull, que ele falou assim, ô Skull, a gente tem objetivo, se o cara ficar vivo, eles ganham. E ele fez a mesma coisa hoje. Aí me vem e me fala que eu vi o vídeo e eu ainda acho que eu tô certo. Vai tomar no cu, pô. Assume, pô.
Absurdo.
É muito estresse pra pouco dinheiro que volta.
É verdade.
Não volta dinheiro, não pra que eu devo me estressar.
Eu levei o meu.
Hã?
O Fox ali ficou só nós dois, cara. Era pra ter rushado, cara, não era pra ter plantado.
Aonde? Ah, no final ali?
Que ficou. É que eu fui pegar o smoke.
Ah, foi o filho da puta do Franco que mandou implantar essa porra. Foi o Veno que falou, planta.
Ah, e aquela história, cara, quando o cara tá jogando, não tem que ficar falando o que o cara vai fazer.
Não, assim, ficar olhando pra tela do cara e falar assim, faz isso, faz aquilo, não sou a favor não. Mas tipo assim, você chegar e, por exemplo, falar assim, ó, o alçapão tá aberto.
É, isso
é.
é.
Tá parada.
Tá.
Mas não é só o Venom que faz isso. Eu faço isso também.
Eu falo mesmo, não tô nem aí.
É.
Nunca.
Again, this is the grand final of the
Ah, cara. Eu já
with there are
percebi.
4 slots in total for the playoffs. One of them will be decided today.
E a parada
The
foi
grand
maneira,
final is
né?
Dexterity
Cara, eu falei isso ontem pra ele, cara, mas ele achou melhor não. E como a tática é dele, vamos ver se tava certo pra depois, se não der certo, a gente faz aquilo, né?
are in the lobby.
E outra, cara, eu sou um cara que pra mim eu tô sempre certo também, mas tem que ceder, né?
Não, mas também é fato.
Guess what I was doing with the
Ai, caralho.
By saying this, I love Tachanka. And hashtag bless the Tanka in the stream chat if you love
Matei varado,
Tachanka
viado.
as well. Again, if you're a
Nossa,
fan of
tô
either
numa
of those
tavarada, eu tô upando o vídeo
hashtag
aqui,
go
cara.
Dex or go Nix
Nossa.
if you're a fan of one or the other. Let's go Nix with an E, because that's how they write it. Go Nix with an E. Yes. Alright, so we were waiting for one more. Again, I know Firebomb's gonna kill me for this, but again, big thanks to Firebomb. Donated 100 euros today.
Matar esse da puta.
Thanks a lot, Firebomb. He's been
Tá aqui, ó.
huge for this channel in terms of support. So we're 45 euros away from being able to afford new microphone.
Fui eu.
Set in
Atrás do teu drone também tem.
Cara, bota no.
If you don't, you're a student.
Bota no Google, no grupo do Facebook, cara.
Let's think things.
Eu não.
Ah, essa arma sem mira é muito ruim. Tá muito na merda, maluco.
Okay, so there we won't put a logo for the team because
Eu na esquerda também.
boards do not have a logo, at least an official one.
Não, caralho.
O cara não quer aprender a jogar, cara.
Não, pai, você que passa
Eu não
atrás.
gosto de ver ao vivo, não. Eu vejo sempre depois. Se for pra sinuca, não tem ninguém na sinuca, velho. Tá todo mundo aqui, naquele mesmo lugar que tava. Deu vida agora pro Jäger.
Again, this will be a best of 3 here to decide which team makes it to the final.
Correu pra lavanderia.
Let me tell you what maps we're going to be playing on. According to my admin, it will be map 1 Bank that was
Tá aí,
picked by Nix.
tá aqui na academia.
Map 2 will be Consulate picked by Dexterity, Santos Dex.
Bora,
And
meu
map
filho,
3
avança aí,
decider
vai.
will be Skyscraper.
Ele tá achando
Ô,
que
See the horse, the cavalos in the chat. By the way, I'd like to say that this is really good news. Roberto
Deu
Carlos,
saiu,
the
sai.
legendary football player, is going to be coming to my
Oh,
city in Lebanon. He's going to be visiting Tripoli in the north of Lebanon in a bit, and apparently he was really happy to do it. So I'm really happy that Roberto Carlos is coming to my home city.
vai pra PEN.
It's great. He's doing it to help.
Cara,
us
ele
all
joga
that
bem,
have a
cara.
lot of passion
Ele
for
tem,
football. I like
cada
it.
tem seus
Great.
defeitos e tem que tentar
cara.
trabalhar, né? Melhorar.
Almost as
brother.
happy as I am with the previous match actually that we had. Very happy that we finally get a best of 3 to do. Because again, everything was best of 1 up until now. And maybe when we're done with this, we'll be able to switch to EU. I'm not sure. I don't know if the EU admins will actually let me go and cast EU. But what about this challenge? How many here will actually be interested in me in casting the NA
Vamos tentar de
games?
repente trabalhar
This means we've gone
com.
through
Vocês falam bem pra
Termite.
caralho aí do
Latin America
Batman
and
com
NA
Termite,
in
cara.
one
De
day.
repente ele volta a pegar o Termite.
Não.
De repente
Sim.
tu pega o escudo, tu pega a Ribana,
They
pô.
did have
Não.
a qualifier cup, right? No, it's not
Não vai
there.
pegar a Ibana, Bruno. Isso é fato.
Alright, so it's not upcoming. So I'm
Não
not
sei
sure
jogar
if Asia will be
Termite.
represented.
Não, porra.
Australia and New
Não,
Zealand,
sei não.
will they be going?
Cara,
Eu não
não. Para. Não.
Eu também. Então são dois.
Tu é
três,
Ash, tu é Ash e eu te drono.
Maybe it's just for
Eu também.
Xbox?
Eu também.
Tu é Ash e eu te drono, cara.
Oh yeah, there we go. So they have a qualification for Xbox.
Como não? Eu tô
Não
sempre
faz
fazendo isso pra ti, cara. Eu tô sempre fazendo isso.
Oh, that's a shame. But hey, how would we go for NA?
Como não,
We need
cara?
to see how NA plays it as well.
Não perdia por causa que a gente pegava o cara inferior. Agora a gente só pega pro player agora, cara. Não, 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 não. Ah, tá.
Concordo com o Fusco.
Tá, olha o cara aí, mano. Olha como o cara. Olha que o cara me deu aí, ó. Olha aí, todo mundo. Deixa, olha aí, olha aí. Olha que absurdo.
We're waiting until everybody's in. No, I'm waiting for one more player to be in, and then we'll be ready to go for a grand final.
Aí eu te digo, como é que fica vivo assim, cara? Não tem como.
Cold blush. It's actually really good. I got this camera 3 days on Thursday, so yeah, 3 days ago.
Cara, esse gordinho aí que tá transmitindo essa merda é muito chato, velho. Vai tomar no cu.
Cara, só olhar mutado.
Não posso olhar mutado, senão não sai o áudio dele na live, né, cara?
Ah, é o meu que tá mutado.
Gordinho chato pra caralho. Esse gordinho é muito chato. Vamos, gordinho, vamos. Começa essa merda aí de uma vez, cara.
Nossa, tem SL até de Platum.
Tá aí, tá no rapel, Fox. Janelão, janelão.
Ah, acho que tem barulho da direita, viado.
Será que mania?
Rapel.
Ou tá invertido, esse fone não presta, velho.
Thank you,
Não, tá
Silver.
invertido,
I
não,
hope you're
tá
all
bom.
having fun. For having fun watching the qualifiers, amazing. That's exactly what I want to hear.
Gordo, começa essa live, gordo.
Tá dobrando na escada, tá subindo dobrando na escada. Aí.
Melee posted about the cast. Thank you a lot, Melee Jenny.
Afinal deve ser MD3, né?
Não,
So
MD3.
again, if you don't know, we're waiting for the last player to hop in. Again, if you don't know what the games will be, all the maps will be. Yeah, the guys from Ex-Intz. So by the way, if you don't know it, you know here it's mostly Battlefield content, or was.
Ah, o maluco correndo
until we
da
started
câmera,
casting Rainbow
faltando
Six
5
last week,
segundos.
but Nixerebo,
Meu Deus do céu, essas
Eric-
casais, vida.
or Ex-Intz before used to play for Ex-Intz in extended.
Deu aquela visão muito engraçada,
So
né?
they went to Germany, Alemania, to play there, and I casted them.
Meu, o maluco nem
offline
tentou plantar pra não
3
dar
times.
kill,
The
mano.
3 games,
Meu Deus.
the 3 events they were in, I casted 3 of them,
Para de falar, gordo.
and you know, it would be
Pede
nice.
com o cara, se pede com. Ah, tá. Tem que nem pedir obrigado.
But anyways, if anybody wants to watch the NA qualifiers, that'd be great. You guys would be amazing if you could actually watch this. Let's hop in game.
Ih, começou.
Game, or final
Mentira.
map, or final match.
Banco.
It is on our first map in this best of 3. Again, fairly normal. We usually see the Hibana on the attack, but this is a
Ah, mas
pretty
internet,
normal
né? Nem liga, né?
pick as well. It's either Hibana or Twitch for most of the teams. Smoke the Rook. We're playing on Bank. There we go. We're going to switch over to the Hibana. Nicely done. So it is a best of 3. Map 1 is Bank. That's big by Nix. Map 2, Consulate by Santos Dex. And we see them playing really well on that map actually last week. They're playing really nicely. And our final map. Go. I played Bank this morning actually Oh,
Nossa, remake, velho.
Alright.
Boa. Que moleque burro.
Alright.
Ah, vou rushar e que se foda.
Já volto.
Alright. So again, if you are having fun, then be sure to tweet the stream out. Tell your friends that you're having fun in here. Tell them to come in and watch the games with us. It's been pretty sick, and this will be a best of 3. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. Squadja Wipey, there we go. Meligini. I miss Meligini. I haven't worked with Meligini in almost 1 year, actually. We used to cast Battlefield 4 together. He would do it with Ritala in BR, and I would do it in EU, and BrettFX would do it on NA. It would all work together. I really do miss him. He's a very, very good friend. I oftentimes sit back and watch, like late at night before I go to sleep, I always put Ritala's stream on, and I watch him playing matchmaking, and he's pretty good, you know? He's pretty good. Lord Tachanka, or Lord, our savior. Yes, God bless Lord Tachanka. Without him, what would we be? Probably winning. It's actually surprising why we don't see Tachankas anymore. It really is because we've seen
Esse 9X, esse 9X
Tachanka as an operator. Like we said,
é o Ex-Intz, né?
Very much counter the Tachanka as well if he's hiding behind walls. A lot of times players won't go in and because there's so many reinforced walls, and because most teams will set up right outside of the main room where you want to attack with a bomb. You're going to see the Hibana being used in that spot. The Ash as well means that you don't even have to worry about it. Just shoot the 320 at range and you're done. Madre Dios, what are we going to do with these guys streaming esports? Oh, dexterity. Oh my god, I love Dex. Alright, let's check this out for a second. Dexterity team tweeted, thanks for the broadcast. Hopefully we'll see you in Canada. Guys, if you want to see me in Canada, retweet that tweet, favorite it, and send it to Ubisoft. Tell them, look, we want Milos in Canada. That would be great. Thank you, Dex. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see Dex in the final anyways. So, I would not be surprised if they will qualify. If not today, they will probably qualify within the next couple of qualifiers. Alright. Good luck, have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off here. Santos Dexterity versus Nixerebo, a.k.a. Ex-Intz. Always remind, when I say Erebor, it reminds me of Erebus. Erebus is a place in Lord of the Rings, if you don't know it. That'd be
Moleque, matei dois no fogo, velho.
pretty sick. If we could actually play
Já fiz
Lord
double
of the
kill,
Rings
mano, com essa
themed
porra também.
map in Rainbow Six, don't you think?
É com fogo? Não,
Right.
nunca fiz.
So the Jaeger, the Rook. I love seeing the pulse from Team
Eu
Dex.
não tô jogando. Não tô jogando bem com porra nenhuma, mano. Mas com o capitão, porra, eu tava jogando bem pra caralho, mano, no Xbox. E aqui não tô conseguindo jogar
The
direito.
pulse on these larger maps is very difficult. You need to have played so much that you understand exactly how the enemy team is gonna move. You know how they're gonna run. You know how they're gonna work around the map. And you can play that to your advantage. You can just use the pulse to focus down certain areas that you know will be pushed as very much in the early game by the opposing team. And obviously, with putting your shields down on the lower entrances here, it gives you a lot of leeway to just zone the enemy team. They can't just drop down easily from one or another. You're gonna need to use your Ash. You're gonna need to use especially your Hibana and your Thermite. So this is why we see the Ash, the Hibana, the Thermite in BR teams, because we see so many defensive teams being very good at implementing defensive measures, aka using those walls, the reinforced doors, reinforced walls in general. It's a very different style of play versus what we see for EU, for example. Yes, I know Nesk. Nesk, I used to cast Nesk a lot back in the day in Battlefield 4. This is really good. They're going to open up the top side. And now that the Dexterity defenders are going to know what's going on, they're going to fall back. There we go. They hear the opener. And now they're just going to fall back. They set the extra barbed wire. And this is the thing. They didn't use all of their barbed wire defensive measures immediately. They left some of them until there was a time to use them, aka now. Whoever wants to drop and rush into the room has to deal with those barbed wire. If he doesn't, it's going to be a very bad spot. Nicely done, though. Snarf is going to get shot out. Now it's Gohan, the expert Blackbeard, taking the kill. 25% damage, not too shabby. Oi,
Caralho, o que o jumento fez? Jumento!
Hello, Melly. Boa noite. Boa tarde. Boa noite. It'll be boa noite when we're done. Hopefully, you'll get to cast the NA games as well right after this. I don't know why, but I would want to do Rainbow Six all day today. So, one kill did go down for Dexterity. Obviously, that was Snarfix. Going down from Nyx. And we see player Id here, 9XD, fairly low on HP. The Schoolie is holding the second angle. And you see the Axe Mechanical using that extra penetrative power just to try and take down the barbed wire, as he did see them. Hibana up top, Silence down below. And they now have 32 seconds on the clock. They have to push in, but you see the smoke grenades being pushed in by the smoke. Still has one more to use here with the remote nades. Can use it to his advantage before the enemy team can go in. Nicely done with the flashbangs. 9XD is flashed as well. But Nesk is not pushed just yet. 15 seconds remaining. Cameraman peeks in, gets the kill. But that's just about it. They trade up 2-1. And Diffuser will get planted. Nicely done, Mav. Taken. Adam leaves only Nesk alive. Gets the kill on a 1 with the SMG. This could be very tough. 3 players remaining on the enemy team. Is already gonna get shot. Headshot from Nesk. Low HP, and the Diffuser is on the other side of the room. These plant positions are excellent. A nice usage of the gas there. Oh, but he gets shot in the back. Nicely done by cameraman. And he knows this was the push for the defuse, but all he needed was that tiny pixel He's gonna be able to get the kill. Nicely done. As
Ele vai mexer?
dexterity go up 1
Diego
to
botou o
0
computador para as crianças ficar brincando.
rounds in our
Cara,
first
esse Diego é
map, and
maluco
this
mesmo.
three. Deu 3. Is that how you say it? 3? 3? 3 in French. I need to learn Portuguese. I've been saying that for 2 years. But I like the caveira pick. Every time I like the caveira pick. Because I really like the caveira pick. Especially because of that... the silent step. But also the fact that you have the spots 15. The spot 15 is just extremely tough when you hold off this kind of small positions. And I want to see what the Doc can do, because he does have the stim pistol. We've seen this once today. And that was on EU. I want to see how Doc is used on this kind of play. And if Doc is mostly reserved to certain maps, not just a general purpose class like we see with the Hibana, the Thatcher, etc.
Voltei, quanto é que tá o jogo aí? Tô vendo aqui.
Trying to move in from the parking site, take down the camera. Seems like Snarf can't aim today. Of course, we have the Caveira with his past 15 holding off. This is such a strong angle. Of course, they do have the... Where is it? There you go. So the Jaeger set down exactly. So can be used to just stupendous power. On the side. You don't really have to deal with grenades coming in and pushing you out as that Caveira. We will talk a bit after this, melee. I'll hit you up when we're done. Alright, now trying to sneak from the lower side, you see Dexterity right behind with Gohan and Panico eyeballing this, but there's 2 players from Nyx trying to move in, and they realize the enemies are right behind. They're gonna use a bot to gauge the situation, get some extra information. Cameraman on the cameras. Gohan with the Caveiras, and oh my god! Even with the flash, he's able to get the kill. Obviously, he's running the spot, so all he needed to spot was just that tiny pixel before he got the kill. Nesk is right behind here. He is going to be pushing up. Gets the final kill. Mav, though, able to trade. Pretty tough here as Gohan gets the kill on a Nesk, but Mav won't have too easy of a spot here.
Okay, mal faz falta.
Trying to scout things up.
Okay, Steam Blitz.
Get some information. Should set the rifle shield. No.
Trying
to spot if anybody is right up behind. Going Julio POV is right behind him as well to help. Astra is on the other side. Now let's go to our POV here.
Mentira!
He's gonna try to move in. He's using the Starmite to try and bash in. Mav is right behind as well. There we go. That's the site open.
Ai, meu mouse não desceu,
viado. The Nitro Cell. Oh my god. I want to see this. Don't muck this up. He's waiting. Oh, Julio, you don't know what's going on? Oh, he fizzes completely. Sprays on him out. Does so much damage to him. But Snarf will be able to take down Astro. 10 seconds remaining. The plant from Julio will go down. And that was sick execution. Cameraman just had that Nitro Cell a sec off spot. He's got to be left on his own with the Rook here. Silence. As he knows Julio's behind us, but he can't really do anything about it if he goes in for the defuse. Because you see that position on the defuse. On the diffuser when it's set. You immediately get shot down because that's why it's set in this position. 1-on-1 trade. He's out of ammo. Switches to the pistol. Knows he cannot do much again. You have 45 seconds to defuse, but he's coming up with the last 10. He needs to move in. Gets shot by Julio. Nicely done by Nyx. Bit by bit they move and they tie this one up 1-1. Again, we're really close to 1,000 viewers. That'd be great if we can get 1,000 viewers in each basic Rainbow Six broadcast. That would be great. Thanks again for coming in. Thanks again for Millie Genie to be here. I love Millie. Hopefully we'll get to talk after this. And thanks again to Santos Dex that tweeted out and everybody tweeting back at them. Take Milos to Canada. Thank you, Dexterity. Love you guys.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright. I love the BR community. I don't know why. Anyways, we're going to see the reinforcements coming in. Nesk blowing up the side here of the entrance to the main vault. Pretty standard setup. And this double setup from Mav. Where is Mav? Nope, no.
10 seconds to insertion.
There we go. So Mav did put some reinforced walls there on the second side. Nicely done. It actually spots it, takes it down. MPX with the first time I don't see anybody from, or I see someone from BR not using an ACOG. This is a bit weird, but excuse me.
Camera activated.
Nice camera spots from Mav. I like how they use an aggressive Valkyrie, not a Valkyrie that's just going to stand on the objective. It does mean that they can set those cameras in very good positions to gauge the situation, get as much info on the attacking team before they can push onto it.
Tô sem chave. A chave do meu carro não tá aqui.
See what the Hibana can do here. It does have Kairos, so you can use that to your advantage. The Hibana is, now, overall, Astro is a really good player, but the way he uses the Hibana as well can be so strong because of the Kairos and how accurate you can be with that high damage type 39. But as I say that, Nest utilizing the huge rate of fire in the SMG-11 to get one other kill here, headshot directly on Astro. Only one player lost versus the two for Dexterity, and this is a map where the defense have a big advantage. Again, in general, the defense have a big advantage, but in the way that the maps are laid out, to break onto an objective, you're going to need very good speed. It takes a while. You have to be very passive. That's why you have 3 minutes to get onto an objective. Unlike
5 lives já teve. 5 likes já teve tua live, hein?
you see the 1v1 play.
5 likes
Goes in,
na tua live?
Deagles, Panico. And now he drops down.
5 likes.
Aggression because he wants to make
5
sure that
likes.
there's no enemy player right behind. Again, there's 2 players remaining, so he can't be extremely aggressive. And he spots one behind. Mav, super headshot with the Valkyrie. Final kill for Snarf. That was a perfectly executed round from Santos Dex, from Nix, excuse me. I'm so used to calling them Santos Dex as well.
Bala do Mav.
Previous Battlefield, but Nix, great play.
Tu viu?
Super impressed. And by the way, we're at 988 viewers. That's great, but we have Robot 9K on. We have R9K on because if we turn it off, then we're gonna have just a huge flood, and the mods won't be able to moderate the chat correctly. Again, most of my mods are English speakers, so if I'm relying on the 2 or 3 Brazilian moderators as well to help us in Portuguese, they won't have time to adequately get the chat down. So that's our reasoning for R9K.
Yeah?
Alrighty then. Now we have Dex on the defense. So again, standard reinforcement positions. I want to see the Valkyrie spots from cameraman. Alright, it's going to reinforce the elevator here.
5 seconds left.
Camera in position.
Nice camera spot. It is hidden as well behind the small sign. So a nice double cam to go in from the opposing side. A Valkyrie is such a good class to have. Like seriously, Valkyrie, she might have very little in the way of armor, but my god is she good. She just can do so much.
É merda, não é possível.
Also, other than just the disruption, the Valkyrie can be extremely strong when it comes to just gauging information. You can read so much about the enemy team and know their movement, etc. because of those cameras you can set everywhere and anywhere you want. So, didn't quite get to see where Snarf was
School.
that first shot with the Kairos.
Tu viu de onde ele quebrou o sapão?
The second one here, there we go. So he's trying to open up the two hatches.
Caralho.
I see Panico right below him. Who is playing
Fala de novo.
Japanese character, Echo, who's also very strong.
Gênio.
Only because of his bearing 9, which is really good, but the yokai, because you have those bursts of air that can disorientate and to some extent disable and slightly damage the opposing team player before they push in onto an objective. So if you can lay exactly in that position with barbed wire and a yokai, it can slow down enemy attackers very, very hard. Alright. Cameraman still engaging. Let's go towards 9XD here, who does have the breaching round in hand, and he's using it to take damage, or to give damage on a Panico. Unfortunately for them, Panico is able to get the kill on a Snarf, and this is a bad trade because now he can turn around and use his yokai. Nice kill on a Mav. Well done by Gohan. A bit too fast here as Nesk moves in, gets the kill with a FAMAS, sprays onto the remaining player behind this cameraman from Dexterity. 3 versus 4 as you see the smoke fairly low on HP, but he still has a single grenade right after this. You see the thermite being used behind. It's going to open up this objective, puts in a bit of smoke, so Julio can't really see him here. And Smoke put himself in a very good position. 12 seconds remaining. 9XT getting a kill. And here, a perfect spot to be in for Gohan. Goes in for the shotgun. Gets taken down. Continuing in with the rest of the players. 9XT goes in for the knife. There's no time remaining. 1v1. And the defenders will take the round. My god. So close from 9XT. But it won't be enough as Santos Dex.
Nossa, era só plantar, cara.
To make it 2-2. This game is so close. This is again the final that we had for season 3 of Elite 6, basically. So right now, I am super happy with this. Super happy with this game. This is sick. So the Rook, the Pulse, the Valkyrie again, and pretty standard on the enemy team. They're both mirroring those loadouts because they are so good. Both teams are very flexible as well. They can utilize other parts. We are in our second stage here. So you have the top bombs.
Okay.
On the Pulse, set up in the office. And this is a very different way, or different spot to attack than the first one. Extremely different, because the first one is very defense favored, whereas with these ones, the attack will have a lot of leeway to move around. You have these hallways, but they're not as close quarters as you saw on the first set of objectives, where, you know, shotguns won't be as strong.
Deve ser por isso que ele tá streamando com coisa ruim.
Now we see Panico now moving up top here on the building, trying to spot anybody below, and he can immediately just drop down and move onto the other side. And you see Gohan moving in with a Blackbeard. And They all set up with the drones and push in. Let's go to the Ash. Scouting in. That's Panico from Dexterity.
Nossa! Tu viu?
And again, there is one
O
team
Gohan jogou o
making
drone
today
dentro e foi lá fora.
to the playoff. And we still have 3 after this. Sorry, so a total of 4
Ô, Diel, tá aí?
Tô.
can make it to the playoffs.
Tá foda esse ventilador aí, hein?
And this is a best of 3. This is Nyx's map pick, basically. So, they want to win it. Now you see Dexterity setting up. As Julio is on the rook. Not sure if he actually spotted somebody above. Oh, Snarf! Oh, almost got it there. Not sure where the enemy player is.
A bomb has been located.
And that's the thing. The pulses has to be with a teammate to work out correctly. And usually we see a lot of teams, especially Nyx before, where they would use the pulse to locate players and then have the other runners, like, let's say you're a Valkyrie that runs around and gets the kill. So that's how it would work out for them, not just relying so much on the pulse itself. But Snarf, nonetheless, will be able to get the kill on Astro. And remember, the Thatcher is fairly low on HP here, cameraman. He escaped that explosive, but it still wasn't enough. Gohan, though, with a very nice double. As he drops NXT and Julio, so no Rook. Now he tries to peek in onto this B. Objective spot Snarf from behind. And will get the kill. Panico with another one, leaving only Nesk alive versus 4. Gets headshot immediately. Notice Panico's right behind. He starts moving bit by bit, but Panico knows exactly where he is, and the diffuser will be recovered to go in and set. You have those 20 seconds remaining.
15 seconds remaining.
But they have to know he's here somewhere. There you go. He's gonna spot one, fire down, get the kill. Nicely done. Now moves to the opposing side. He has an impact nade that he can use, but he can't open the top side.
Ih, deixa eu plantar.
Unfortunately, those impact nades don't really help out here. You can use the remote smoke or the gas grenade to his advantage. Oh, but it gets shot down from Gohan. Gohan, absolutely just magnificent play. It's 10-4. As the attackers solidify this, and Santos Dex make it a 3-2. Again, this set of objectives is fairly attacker-based, so we'll see who can take this one out. I don't know who agrees with me, but if you do...
Nem tá carregando o Gohan, hein?
Again, we passed 1,000 viewers yet again. Thank you guys. If you're having fun, be sure to follow the channel down below here on twitch.tv/MeloshTheMedic. Are we actually going to see...
Mas a Dex tá
Come on,
forte,
no.
cara, aí.
Not again. A Jaeger, a Buck. Alright, a Buck is interesting.
Ah, ele é o piorzinho, só que é bom também.
The Shoddy, the Caveira is as well. The Frost, because you're on the teller office. You're not on the lower side, so the Frost, with what he has,
Sabeu.
fairly minimal in terms of impact on the round. With those
Não sei.
So,
Não sei que tem
if you're having fun,
Valvrez
you
e
should follow the
Noted.
channel down below. Again, you can scroll down right below the video and get everything in terms of information. If you want to know who I am, what I do, what I did before, how many things I've casted. I've casted in like 6 different games and like 100 different tournaments over the past 3 years. And I'm really happy to say that Rainbow Six has been one of the most fun I've done so far. And it's only been 1 week. Like 2 broadcasts in, and I have to say this is
User was
extremely
moved
fun
out
to
of
say.
your channel.
That's what you get here. The
Ouviu o Fox.
explosives, the impact nades. There we go. I hit these though
O Eto também saiu.
in Battlefield 4. But these impact grenades are super good at just opening up alleyways of fire or movement through the walls. Much can be done. Alright. Let's go Check out the
Que
attacking
foi?
side. It's not moving in with the Hibana. Still has a Kairos round in hand. Yeah, either way, you can check me out on Twitter as well. Twitter.com/Medic. I have to thank Santos Dex again for tweeting out to Ubisoft and saying, yo, Ubisoft, you should definitely invite Milos to Montreal. So, yo, man, that would be great. I miss Montreal, and I want to meet... I always wanted to meet the guys at Ubisoft. I only know one person that works there. That was a long time ago, though. Here you go. Gohan, will he peek versus Snarf?
Não,
Yes,
né,
he will.
cara?
Snarf takes him down, and Gohan drops below.
Que entra
He
todo
can be
mundo.
saved by his teammates, but Snarf doesn't even want to peek there yet because he might spot somebody on the other side. There we go. Goes in, gets a kill on a Gohan. That was the information that he got from his teammates.
Nossa, cara, caiu.
That with the bot. Astro gets the kill on a Mav. Nicely done. Nesk, though, with the refrag. Nesk, again, is playing with our Canadian
Nossa, não viu mesmo.
here. And this is why you pick the bot. Because of the shotgun. The shotgun gives you so much... Just like with the underbarrel shotgun. Just like with your normal shotguns. The underbarrel shotgun gives you advantage with your C8. So basically your carbine, your M4. And your shotgun can just peek in, get the kills up close if you need to. You can destroy the slide cover like you see on here. So much can be done with the buck. And you get a decent ammo pool as well, so can't forget about that. You see the Frost with the Super 90.
Attackers have located a
Snarf
bomb.
right behind the wall here. Grenade's gonna be lobbed in. Frost taking a bit of damage here on Silence on him. Julio right up front, and Frost is gonna get shot down. The Silence out of the way. And that's the thing, you cannot peek much with it because you have that shotgun. You have to stay indoors. But staying indoors means that you have to stay near your teammates, and stacking on these objectives
O
is
cara na frente dele.
because of the fact
Nossa,
that
Silas.
this objective is very open for the attackers. You can blow out so many of the walls.
15 seconds remaining.
But we see Dexterity have the
O cara já me
health
pega Frost,
advantage. You
velho.
see Panico the kill.
Aí
on
pega e não
Julio.
mata os caras.
Final player remaining.
5 seconds remaining.
It's 9XT on the Ash, gets shot down by cameraman. And Santos Dexterity, they take one more round.
O Eric joga muito, cara.
They make it 4. Will we see the comeback from Nyx? Or will Santos Dex just take it? Map 1, aka Nyx's map pick on Bank. And move in to the second map here. That's gonna be... Let me check that actually.
Não sei.
Have to say big thanks to winner. Consulate. Oh,
Tá,
this is a
mas
map that
a NTZ tá forte, cara.
very good on.
É que o Vag não tá jogando, né? O Vag joga de Termite.
Especially versus
Eu-
Nyx, because we saw
Foi o único jogo que ele
team
jogou.
last week weren't too good, that basically lost in the round and the momentum.
And defuse bombs.
It's not an easy map to play. That's
Foi o
for sure.
Mave, cara.
And now we did switch to the lower side. So this is where we're gonna see Nyx.
Então foi.
You take this one. This gives
Foi
does
o
give them an
Mave. O
advantage.
Mave que é o capitão, cara.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they took it into overtime, to be honest. Yes, Gohan and Nesk versus Al Caballo today. Yes. Nesk is very good. Gohan in general is super good. See Silence on 105, but even with Silence, basically Gohan is carrying. Then you have Panico and Cameraman helping every now and then, and Silence and Astro being a bit passive. Whereas on the enemy team, everybody's trying, but Nyx are just being outmaneuvered because Nyx, or Ex-Intz, are very used to being aggressive, and their aggressiveness, in my experience, always gives them a disadvantage when they start going over the top. They want those, high frag kills, high frag, high mobility
Nossa, os caras reforçaram de garagem.
movies, etc. It's nice to see when it happens, but very often it does make them lose players for no reason. And you saw that previous round, they had full advantage in it. yet they still lost it. So again, the Havana being moved in here. Gotta try to open the lower side.
Diffuser has been dropped.
Knock, knock.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Reloading.
What was that?
A bomb has been
Alright,
located.
so it only takes one of the charges. So my train of thought here is that he actually shot the rest of those explosives so he can make it so the enemy team doesn't hear what's going on. I'm really surprised that Snarf
Tu viu o que que o Arts fez?
and they only lost one player here on the attacking side of Dexterity. Let's see how they play this retake. I see then the C4.
Ele quebrou
That Snarf on a silence.
todas as coisas da Ribano, deixou só
On to the
uma shuriken só.
Oh my god. Willy Ninja, no, he won't.
Aí ele
Python will
entrou
take it. And G
na mesma hora.
as they take map 1, Santos Dex. 5-2. Very well done.
Dois, três, quatro. É, melhor de três.
And that is map 1 being taken by Dexterity. Let me just edit everything as we get ready for our second map. If you don't know, our second map will be where? Actually, I have so many screens to look at. Our second map is going to be Consulate. That was picked by Dex. Third map is going to be Skyscraper. So I wanted it to go to a map 3, that's for sure. Alright. I'm going to go in, edit things to make sure that we have that extra point for Dexterity. Every time I hear melee casting, it's always Moijin Personage. He's a very easy to impress person. I like it. Alright, second map here in this best of 3. The winner makes it to the playoffs, gets one of the 4 spots for Latin America. 2 of the best teams in the region. Very huge rivals here, Dexterity and Ex-Intz. As we hop into Consulate, map number 2, Thermite, Hibana, Ash, Blackbeard, and Thatcher for Smoke, Valkyrie, Jaeger, Castle, and Pulse. The Pulse was underused by Snarf in the previous round, or in the final round of our first map. And that's why we saw them lose at the end of that one, because he wasn't able to detect the quick movement that very much took Nyx off guard. Alright.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to go. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Nossa, começou outro mapa, Ritânia.
Sensor deployed.
Thank you, Melly. I love this community. I fucking love you guys. Anyways, let's hop on in. We are on the offense. So, Ash with the R4C has a breaching round in hand. Ash is just super good. I love Ash. And then Véhicule Suspect. And I love how they said everything in France. I like hearing the French in games at times. Gohan gets a kill on 9XC. Very good opening kill. But it's not the most important because you're taking out, you know, you're not really destroying those defensive measures because they're already main set. But it does give a pretty big early on advantage. You see Julio on the castle. with the Valkyrie with him. That is Mav. Mav taking a lot of damage, and he wants to get aggressive, but he does not want to give too much info. That he wants to sneak along the outside here, trying to use the cameras to gain some info, gauge the situation before moving in. Snarf with the kill on Astro. And Gohan, stupendous player so far on this Blackbeard. Flashes will get set in as he goes in for the offense. Mav spotted, headshot directly onto him. Snarf is a couple of oh my god, Gohan! Holy crap! That was sick aim, but Wolf get finally taken down by his teammate. Silence with the team kill on a Gohan. And you still see him on the objective. Gonna fake plant. He goes in for the spray. Panico though from behind.
Nossa.
On a Julio. The cameras will get shot out. Let's go.
Como que ele matou o Gohan?
He is in a 1 versus 3. Probably has the SMG-11 in hand. We can't see it. But a good use of those bots. To spot them out. You see cameraman getting in and out of that bot. Panico dropped down. Shot with the Mac. Now they move in. One in the back will get shot down. Very difficult here to break the Thermite that's right behind cover. There's not much that you can do. And silence from Dexterity. We'll get that headshot to clean it up. $1,200 viewers. Holy crap. Guys, thanks for coming in. Hope you're enjoying the cast and the stream. If you're having fun, then be sure to follow the channel again. One thing though, next week, I'm going to say this a couple times more, but next week or two, we're going to get a capture card because thanks to AverMedia and Epsilon Esports here in the EU. AverMedia will be sending a... there we go. Now we're going to switch objectives to lower side of the garage. This gets a lot more campy even for the defense, so this should go even better for Dexterity. So, with the way that things are, I'm very happy that AverMedia recognized that, you know what, we can very much help Melosh and his channel, especially with casting, especially with Rainbow Six, by sending a capture card. The capture card is going to be awesome for the work because it means that you guys get better quality. And thanks to Firebomb today, a €100 donation, I only need about 45 or 50 more to be able to buy a new microphone and everything, so we can get much better quality. So any help would be very, very good. Already the camera is working pretty well. Hope you're enjoying things as we go into our, I believe this is the 5th hour of 5th plus hour of Rainbow Six today. No. Alright, so let's go into the... Oh, I love the Capitao. So let's go into Julio. Capitao Julio. Goes into the bathrooms, checking on the ladies. I'm not sure if that was a ladies' bathroom, but either way, Julio. We'll check the bathroom again. Yes. Now this is the ladies' bathroom. Typical Julio. He's gonna get spotted out finally and shot down. And they opened up one side here. Of course, the reinforced steel does go down to the Hibana, and you see already one of the Kairos charges been used by Snarf. Gohan set Panico in a pretty good spot as well. And this is why you play with the Rook and the
Hibana, né?
Because
Mas a Hibana era pra entrar em cima.
And also, you can use the Yokai in a very difficult position to deal with.
Nossa, que burrice, cara.
Dexterity will lose a player as well. The Hibana and
O cara perde pra perder.
has been shot down as well. And this is a very good spot for the Yokai. This is super difficult to break through. As the attack. A breaching ground is going to get used there to break the wire and the wall. The Ash still has one breaching round to play with, and the smoke grenades very, very good to just. It's basically like having, you know, your gas smoke or basically your gas grenades on the defensive side. The Capitao already uses his couple of shots, as they're all gonna be following Nesk here. They want to be super aggressive along with Nesk. Unfortunately, Silence is still waiting for them. It's able to drop the second one. The diffuser has been taken down. Panico with the spray down. Mav now dropping in with his Blackbeard. 1 second remaining. And the defenders will take the second round. My god.
Played one do Silence.
Knicks are playing really bad today. They're being very passive. On the attacking side, they're being way too passive or way too aggressive. And they can't find a good equalizer, basically.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
All right. So I guess see some pretty standard reinforcements. Julio. I remember the first time they saw Julio. Okay, you guys want a story? Alright. So to tell you how good Knicks are, or the Ex-Intz, Ex-Dexterity, the first time EU players faced Julio at LAN, that was almost 2 years ago. In April 2015 in Battlefield 4. The players from EU were waking up in the middle of the night on the first day and just yelling Julio, Julio, no Julio, because Julio was shooting them across the map with an AEK and killing them when they can't even do anything.
Grande Julio.
Julio is that good. 9XT as well. 9XT was destroying everybody with a tiny laptop mouse. So when it comes to talent, Knicks definitely have it. One thing is, if Knicks cannot take it today, oh, nice peek here, but Gohan ready for him. Nicely done by Dexterity.
I'll say.
Shot down a bit too aggressive, and this is what I was talking about. The team doesn't know when to fall back. And it seems like Dexterity are able to read the aggressiveness of Knicks. Because whenever they start losing, they get very frustrated. And Dex just says, okay, let's hold back. And they're going to make that first mistake. And they always make the first mistake. Alright. Hibana, though, did use up one of the Kairos charges. They're going to use the second one on here to open up the entire garage. Bit of a spray to suppress their enemies in the back. Speaking of enemies in the back, we see all three players in. Astro headshot directly on a Snarf.
Os caras não abrem sapão com a Ribana, cara.
Mav finally getting something for the team. But Silence and Panico immediately frag back. Leave Nesk all on his own. Astro shooting at him from behind, and that'll be it. Astro going big. 3 kills. The Hibana pick was just perfect for him. Immediately gets the kill and then
Nossa, cara, vão tomar 5 a 0,
Dang,
velho.
Santos Dex 3-0 up. They might just take this. They need 2 more rounds and then they'll win. They'll qualify for the playoffs. Oh, yo, 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 yo. All right, so I've been sent this a Twitter message from a winner, Gabriel Casel, our head admin of Latin, and apparently Chapecoense, Real Chapecoense, have gotten a Rainbow Six team. I don't know if it's an actual Rainbow Six team or just a random person that did this, but they're playing versus Black Dragons on Xbox.
Pode ser.
So this is great, and this is the final. Who knows? Maybe if the PC players here from end up qualifying, then we might see them on Chapo as a team, which would be great. Of course, rip Chapo. R.I.P. Rest in peace. I hope we get to see some great football yet again in the stadium. I know it's very difficult for everybody in here, especially since football is a religion in Brazil at that point. Rolio, yes, Rolio. Julio. It's Julio. That's how I say it, Julio. That's how we say it in Arabic as well, Julio. Julio, you want me to say Julio, Rolio, or Julio? It's up to you. Anyways, Julio. Julio's not, no, I don't like it. Anyways, Astro with the active defense already being set in. 9XT up top. Really important for Nyx to take this, because if they don't, I think Nyx will just not be able to do anything. They can get tilted very easily. Nicely done, Julio with the kill. Julio onto Panico. Takes him out. Gohan does have the sensor in hand.
Sensor deployed.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Now he's just trying to censor, or just sense all the players. He spots Nesk. Mav as well. So again, you don't have huge range on the pulse, but it's just enough. Astro again, in my mind, the MVP of this map. Gohan being the MVP of the previous one. Now, Nyx are trying to gauge the situation on here. Gohan though getting the kill on a Snarf. Nicely done. That's a Hibana taken out of play. And the Capitao getting ready. Drones, flashbang, everything being set in. Oh, he should spot him. Right in the smoke. And Astro though able to get the kill on a Mav. Nesk with the refrag on a Gohan. 9XT dropping in and getting the kill. And Nesk is holding the second entryway here, the main entryway onto the top offices of the consulate. And it leaves the Valkyrie. So, oh my god. Oh, he misses it. No. Cameraman missing the nitro cell. And the problem is he can't go from the side. The bomb diffuser is going to get planted, taking so much time here on Nyx, but they finally make it happen.
Nossa, errou totalmente C4.
No nitro cell to open this one up. He's going to have to rely on the MPX. Not going to be enough. 9XC to get the kill, and this is what we were waiting for from Nyx. They cannot delay it.
Que isso?
And Nyx to take the round. I don't know why it doesn't actually update when I put 3. This is really weird. Like half 3, but it doesn't update it to 3. Alright. 3-1. So now we have the garage pick on the defense. Let's hope Knicks don't muck this one up. Val, Rook, a Jaeger. Alright. The Hibana. So there's no Echo.
Attackers need to locate
But that's the sacrifice you have to make to get the Jaeger. And the Jaeger is going to give you that active defense. It's Julio. It's Julio like John? Julio? Is that how you say it? Julio? Alright. Gotcha, fam. I like to say Julio, though. Julio, a.k.a. Julio.
Boa. Cara, acho que é ranked, velho. Ficar no meio da partida.
Julio.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Alright. So, Mav on the Valkyrie.
Attackers are
He's
heading
already set up 2 of his 3 cameras. He's gonna set one outside. So he can spot anybody that wants to rappel down from the outside of the map or wants to just run in from the small stair side here. Yeah, this is basically what he was covering. So the Thatcher is gonna get spotted. And cameraman knows. There you go. They already spot the camera. They take it down. It gives them a bit of information, but not a lot. They know that there will be at least a Thatcher because that was spotted. This is really good as well because this is the thing that you face as a Jaeger. Your active defense might get diffused, and also because they have the Bandit. Now, very smart that they didn't use the shock wire on the Bandit yet. They're waiting until the enemies start to push before they use these shock wires. Very good. They detect that it was a Bandit. So they might need to start putting down those shock wires maybe to slow the enemies down. Again, you take the Thatcher for a very good reason, to disable enemy electronics that EMP need. Did he spot Mav? Yes, he did. But Mav comes in, gets the kill on the drone. And it's a 5v4, so yet again, Knicks losing out a player in the beginning here. Not the best situation to be in, obviously, but they're very well fortified. If you go in and check this out, so Gohan is going to try to push in. Let's go to his POV. Peeking in bit by bit, sprays headshot on the Snarf. Spots number 2, that's Gohan! With a double, going big. He knows Julio's in the back. There's Julio. There's always a guy there.
A bomb has been located.
And Astro gets one more. It leaves only one alive. And that will be the Valkyrie from Mav. He's on a 1 versus 4.
GG.
Gets shot down. 4-1. Santos Dexterity with a huge advantage here. And I think they might just have what it takes
Nossa.
to qualify for the playoffs by just winning this one final.
Cara, ainda tem outro jogo, velho.
Estão falando de quem?
Não é só porque ganhou um jogo que é melhor, cara.
Irmão, o cara tá dentro do bombe já, velho.
Let's go in and check on Dexterity. They're readying up for the defense. They're up 4-1.
Aham.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds to insertion.
No, Julio, like Julio. I don't like saying Julio. I've never said Julio. I've been saying Julio's name for 2 years, and I've always said his name is Julio. Everybody said Julio. And now I'm like, oh shit.
A bomb has been located.
I met him 3 times. I spent a total of 1 week with him. And I still called him Julio. Alright. Alright. The Echo's gotta get used here by Panico, so Yokai in position. Ness coming in with a Thatcher. He can't disable that Yokai. Oh, damage done. Almost gets taken out, as well as his teammate. Gohan wants to peek. He wants to get that kill. That SMG-11 is so good. Is this the best gun in the game? Because I think it is.
Eu te dei.
Again. Gohan still set in this garage, lower side. Panico as well with him.
Ah, os moleques que são do time lá do Xbox One estão na final, né?
You see the Valkyrie with the
do
spot 12,
campeonato.
so. Not sure about Nyx and what they are planning. You see Julio up top. Might just try to drop from above here. And there is a minute remaining, but Nyx have lost 1 player, and there we go. They lose the second. Remember, Mav is very low on HP. So they need to push here and take no damage. Like, they literally cannot lose a single player. So they
Desligar,
spawn one in
desliga
the
o
back
monitor, não
cells,
desliga o
one
computador
flank
não.
Tu viu aquilo do cameraman,
Desliga o
pô?
monitor, não desliga.
This might just be it.
Não, eu quero conhecer.
The flashbangs are
Cara, nem
gonna
apareceu
pop,
na
and
tela,
they're not gonna
velho.
affect
Mais à
anybody in
vontade.
there as Gohan is in a pretty good spot. So Panico,
Gosto,
Gohan
prefiro assim.
on to Mav. And Gohan wants to get that final kill. He's looking for it, but the last one
15 seconds to go.
is Julio with the Thermite. He's gonna have to ace. Cannot plant. He knows it's over. And is gonna get taken out. GG, well played. That will be the end of it. As Santos Dexterity will win this 5-1. And will move on to the playoffs. 1 out of the 4 spots for the Brazilians from Latin America in general. Shea, muito impressionante. 5-1. That was really good, I have to say. Like, super impressive, the plays from them. Like, we saw Dexterity struggling a bit last weekend on Sunday with Liga 6. Today it was no problem. They took down Nyx, or Ex-Intz on their map pick on Bank, and then they took them down on Consulate, which is not a good map for